This technique has allowed my agency to generate tens of thousands in additional revenue for our clients by using just this simple stealth SEO technique that I'm going to cover here today in this video. So hey there, my name is Matt Wacek. I'm the CEO and founder of Landscape Marketing Pros. We're a digital marketing agency currently doing about $26,000 in monthly recurring revenue. And I've made it my mission to help digital marketing agency owners bypass the pitfalls, the headaches, the roadblocks, and basically everything that I encountered while trying to grow this business over the course of almost half a decade just to get to this point. And I don't want that to happen to you. So in this video, we're going to hop into my computer right there. And yes, I am traveling. I'm actually in a hotel room at the moment, but I wanted to get this video created because this is something that has really helped my business stand out in terms of what we deliver, because we're able to help our clients get just that much more in terms of results, which comes in the form of additional calls and form leads by employing this very simple strategy. And when we get through this presentation, you'll have crystal clear clarity on how to execute this for your clients, regardless of the industry or vertical niche, wherever you want to call it, that you are working in, because this applies to basically every single service business that is out there. So now guys, briefly before we begin, I want to bring your attention to the links in the description as well as in the pinned comment, because tons of you guys have been asking me on Instagram and here in the comment section on YouTube and our Facebook group, when am I going to roll out some type of formal training for how I built my digital marketing agency to multiple six figures. And the wait for that is almost over. We're going to be opening up enrollment very soon. But what you want to do in the meantime is to go hit the link in the description or in the pinned comment and join the VIP enrollment list, because I'm going to be announcing the opening of the program to the list one business day before I announce it here on YouTube and other social media. And why that's advantageous is because there are going to be some bonuses available only to the first few founding members. These are going to include lifetime access instead of a yearly rate, as well as private Q&A coaching and a whole lot more. So what you want to do is go ahead to the first link in the description, pin comment, get onto the list, and be on the lookout for any emails that come from me. So without further ado, let's hop into my computer right there and get into this stealth SEO tactic. Okay guys, welcome into my computer. Yes, I'm not on camera, and that's because every single time I tried to record with the webcam, Camtasia would crash. So I'm not in the video, but that's not going to take away from the value that you're going to be able to get from this presentation, because I don't think anyone else is talking about this on YouTube, at least not until after I film it anyways, and then they start seeing it. And frankly, I think the reason is that so many of them are fake gurus who've never actually owned an agency to the depth of where you're doing multiple 5 figures in monthly recurring revenue, and you're so immersed in one specific industry that you'd be able to find these specific kind of techniques and tactics that help get your clients those extra 5, 10, 20% gains in lead flow in a year, which could turn into an extra $20, $30, $50,000 or more in revenue. And when you're able to do that for your clients, and when you can employ a tactic like this, you're going to have the ability to charge more for your service program, due in part to the expertise that you have within your vertical, your niche, your industry, whatever you want to refer to it as. And of course, the beauty that comes with charging more equals more profit for your business, which is going to lead to less stress in your life. And I'm saying this because I speak from experience. When you have less stress, things are more simple, things are more streamlined. Everything is going to be better in your entire life, not just your business, but also your personal life and the social life. Everything is just so much easier. And of course, with more money is going to lead to a better lifestyle for you and any employees that you hire in the future, because the budget is there to pay them more, and they're actually going to want to come to work because they're not working for peanuts doing whatever it is that their role is in the company. But anyways, what is this tactic? It's blog posts. And before you click out of the video and say, oh, I already do this, I don't need this, I can almost guarantee you're doing it wrong. You are probably doing this wrong. You're probably posting those random blogs that are whatever insert service random tips for homeowners or something like that. So one example I see all the time is like lawn care tips for homeowners or something like that. And that's just fine for the Google side of it, for getting content on there, but that's not going to help get these gains of more leads, at least not to the degree that we've been able to see for our clients over at Landscape Marketing Pros. The first thing I want to cover here is just a short disclaimer. Do not white label this first part of this tactic, and we'll get into what we're doing here and how to do this in just a minute. But white labeling is just fine to do. There's certain parts that I will never completely white label in my business, things like anchor texts, that sort of stuff. I'm not going to give up that degree of control, because I know the industry much more than somebody working for a white label SEO provider. And I would encourage you to do the same, especially if you are an industry focused agency. You're not going to want to give up that element of control, because of the fact that if this strategy right here isn't going to be performed properly, or even with backlinking as well, you're going to be leaving tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars on the table for your clients because their website will not get as much traffic as it could. And frankly, you're just doing a disservice to your clients by not doing this the right way. And it's a good thing that you're here watching this because you'll know exactly how to execute this by the end of this video. And so there are really two purposes with blog posts when it comes to our clients' website. So again, these are local businesses. Obviously, my agency, Landscape Marketing Pros, we work with landscape contractors that fit a very specific avatar. That's who we work with. For you, you might be a generalist, you might be just getting started. I don't know your exact position, but with a website, specifically a local business website, typically what happens is you build a homepage, you build service pages, you build city pages. That's really all that is built. It's not like it's an e-commerce store where there are new products being added or anything like that. So we need to keep fresh content coming onto there because the search engines like that. And we, of course, are focusing on Google. It's the largest one. And of course, Bing and the other ones will follow suit with that. But we want to have a regular flow of new content being added to the client's site. So that's going to come in the form of blog posts. So most agencies are going to write these crappy generic blog posts that are the ones I mentioned up here, whatever tips or something like that. I mean, some are good, some are bad, some are just whatever, but that's the main purpose of kind of doing a blog. Most agencies will just do step one and then that's it. But they don't do step two, which is what I'm going to discuss here, and that's the stealth tactic. Answer questions that consumers are typing into the search results, and you can snipe rankings right there. So a couple great examples. When's the best time to do whatever service in whatever your client's location is? And you do not do the city. I see so many agencies that will do the city, and they have the word, let's say it's landscaping in Tampa, Florida. They have, of course, the homepage is optimized for landscaping Tampa, and then you have the blog posts that are all about when's the best time to install new landscaping in Tampa, Florida. And you have this keyword that is only supposed to be mentioned really one time. Otherwise, the search engine is going to be just completely confused as to which page to actually rank in the search results. And it's essentially cannibalizing the keywords. So that is why we would do, instead of putting the city in there and the state, we would do when's the best time to install new landscaping in Florida or in some type of region, for example, like the Twin Cities metro area or the Northwest metro, something like that, or if it's Northern Missouri, whatever it is. That's the keyword terminology you want to use in these titles. Another good one is how much does whatever the service is cost? And this is one that's used pretty widely. You'll even see big lead generators like A&G and whatnot use this as well. But you can make it more long tail and get more rankings, get more search presence if you throw in the state or the region in there as well with where your client is at. So now how do we execute this? What I would encourage you to do is picture yourself as a consumer that's going to purchase the service that your clients sell. And this is going to be mostly focused on the non-urgent services. So these are going to be things like additions to the house, remodeling, decks, siding, roofs, windows, not urgent things like plumbing and that sort of stuff, or appliance repair, those sorts of things. While that will definitely benefit you, this is going to be best suited for the services where someone's going to be making a 4-figure, 5-figure investment back into their home or their commercial property, and they need to do some research because it's not a true urgent need. It's not like their house is inoperable because of what that problem is, but this is going to help them get more information. And regardless of the page that a person lands on, if they land at the city page, they may navigate to this blog post to get more information to help them make a decision to actually reach out to this particular contractor, which would be your client. So what you want to do is just go and figure out some things. Let's say you are someone looking to plant trees in Minnesota. And this is one of our clients right here. You can see the search volume on this. This is what Keywords Everywhere allows us to do, is see the keyword volume, the approximate cost per click, and the competition level. And what shows up here in the number one spot are blog posts. 9 best trees to plant in your Minnesota landscape. And you can see we have, it's not the full-on best trees to plant. We have it as a keyword variance or variable where it's 9 best trees to plant in your Minnesota landscape because we're aiming for people in Minnesota. We don't want to be getting traffic from someone that's in Arizona that lands at our client site that's based in Minnesota. When I share very valuable insight and tips and tactics like this on my channel, I'd greatly appreciate it if you do not go to our client sites because they have enough going on in their business where they have to manage the leads coming in, they have to manage their employees, make sure jobs get done and projects and continue their growth. They don't have time to mess around with people coming in from YouTube. Take the information here, and if you have questions, comment it or join the group or DM me on Instagram. Anyways, Google even gave us a snippet here, and you can see this blog post has been in existence for a year and 3 months now, and it's well indexed, of course, but look at what we're ranking above. The University of Minnesota's extension, their horticulture website, the DNR, a state, 2 government websites basically, and we're above both of them. That's the power of this. And the results really tell the story. So since March this year, we've had 47 calls and 2 forms come in. Now again, not every single call is going to be quotable, but what converts, which is the software that we use for call and form tracking, can track based on the actual landing page from where a visitor arrived. And this isn't just, because if we were to look at all of them for the whole year, it'd be hundreds. But this is just that one blog post. 49 inbound leads have come in. Of course, not all quotable, but still, there's multiple sales opportunities right here, 12 to be specific. And we go on quotable for phone calls based on the duration. We asked during the onboarding call, hey, how long do you guys typically need to be on the phone for with a prospect to get their information, the project details, and get their appointment onto the schedule? And for many clients, that's 1, maybe 2, maybe 3 minutes, whatever it is. And we get that so that way we know and we can mark which ones are quotable and which ones are not. And so that's for calls. And when it comes to contact form submissions, we already know exactly right away because the information is displayed right there in the form. So here's one form that came in through that blog post. Of course, sensitive information is blurred out, but you can see what this prospect was interested in. Design a landscape area, install irrigation, and then plant trees, shrubs, or perennials. Came in through this because they were wondering what's the best trees to plant in my yard. And then they probably saw, well, hey, these guys do irrigation, they do design, let's just have them do the whole thing. If they close this project, this is minimum $3 to $5 grand at the base level. But it's safe to say this was probably a $5,000 project that they may have actually closed simply from just this blog post. So there's one way to do it, is using keywords everywhere and just using the variables and other options that they give you within that software to figure out what you could do for blog posts. So yes, this does take a little bit more work, but you know what comes with more work? A whole lot more money and a whole lot more profitable business. So if you're really struggling with ideas, do some competitor research. So go and see what your clients' local competitors have for blog posts. If they're working with a good agency, or they have an in-house marketing employee that has time to do all these sorts of things, they probably have similar keywords or questions that they're answering with their blog posts. And so what I would encourage you to do is just jot down notes in the key points of those blogs and then rewrite them to the best of your ability, and do not plagiarize them. One thing that you can do at this point, this is where you can hire a white label writer to do the actual writing for the blog post, but you need to be the one that does the research for the title and the content and all that. So that way you can give the resources and say to the white label writer, hey, I'd like to recreate this blog post that was written over here at this URL. Please rewrite it to the best of your ability. And there you go, simple as that. Now the third step is titling the blog post. And this is of course the most important part, because if the title of the blog post doesn't sync up to the keyword, it's not going to rank. So you want to make sure it has that main keyword in the title. And if it's a question such as when's the best time to fertilize the lawn in New York, make sure that's in there. Or if it is how much does it cost to repaint the exterior of my house, make sure that's in there. And again, that's where we're using keywords everywhere to get the ideas and make sure we're matching up with long tail keywords and so forth. Become a consumer, figuring out what they would look for with what types of questions they may be asking. And then if you're still stuck, do some competitor research and just see what is working, and then make sure it's titled correctly. So I fully encourage you to put this tactic to use in your business. It's only going to help you get more leads for your clients and in turn make them more money, which is going to make you more money in the long run. If you want to get on the VIP enrollment list for the upcoming program, links in the description as well as the pinned comment. If you're watching this in the future, it's already out. Enrollment's probably already open unless we're full and there's a wait list. Either way, linked in the description and the pinned comment. If you like this, appreciate it down below, drop a like, comment your thoughts and questions down below. Also, be sure to smash that subscribe and click the bell for notifications to join the ever-growing family of digital marketing agency owners that actually win with their business, because we have clients coming to us as opposed to being the ones out there that are fighting and clawing and hoping to get just the scraps that are left over. And with all that, my name is Matt Wacek. Thanks for checking out my channel. We'll see you in the next video.